Hi, friends. Welcome to the last minute surprise live stream. We'll see if anybody hops on here. So I I just got done filming and just decided to hop on and see if anybody is wanting to chat. So if you get on, let me know you're here. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Normally I would go live on Saturday mornings, but I don't know, just felt like going live right now and seeing if anybody wants to come hang out with me. So let me know if you're here. Hey, Jenny, so glad you could hop on. Um, Jenny is awesome, by the way. You guys need to go check out her channel, Jenny's Wreath Boutique. We're both wreath makers, and so we connected in the very beginning of when I started on YouTube. And she's just awesome and sweet. She has a great Instagram, and she is very talented. So y'all go check her out. Hi, everyone. Hi. Let's see. Is that Melanie? I hope I'm saying that right. From the Netherlands. Hi, Matilda. Hi, Hema, Ahmed. Thank you guys for watching. Um, yeah, don't really have a point for today's live stream. Just wanted to hang out. So if you guys have Etsy questions, let me know in the chat. You can type in your question. I'm happy to answer anything about small business or Etsy shops, Etsy for beginners. If you saw my last video, I filmed a part 1 of a 2-part series that is all about starting your Etsy shop, how to actually start it. And then today I just finished filming part 2, which will be coming out soon, which is once you've started your Etsy shop, how to actually navigate your dashboard and all the different tools that are available for you to set up your shop and to grow. Hey, Cody. Hey, Alpa. Misty, so glad you're here. Alejandra, watching from Louisiana. Awesome. Hi from California. We got a few people from California on today. Awesome. Okay. Well, let me know if you have any Etsy questions. In the meantime, I wanted to tell you guys that I've been working secretly on a surprise for you guys, and I've just launched it yesterday. It is a free guide for Etsy. So it's in a quick checklist kind of form, but it's a guide that gives you practical steps on how to actually grow your Etsy shop, how to level up, and things that you may not think of when you're trying to think of all the different elements of your listings and your shop. And just some tips and strategies that have worked for me in the past 6 years on Etsy that I feel like could be really helpful for you guys. So if you want to grab that free guide, it's totally free. You can grab it real quick. I'm going to put the link here. There's the link. It's checklist.kate-hayes.com. So if you go to that link, go to that website, you can grab that free guide. And it's just like an easy checklist. So it's something that you can do whenever you have time to kind of go through it and make sure that you're hitting all the different elements. Talks about branding, talks about photography and SEO, research, trend research, product and niche research, and your shop layout. Just lots of different practical things about your Etsy shop. So go grab that when you have a chance. Okay, so we have a question here. How do you attract buyers to buy your stuff? So that's a good question. That's a pretty loaded question. There's a lot that goes into bringing in traffic and bringing in buyers to see your shop and to actually purchase your items. The first step I would say is to make sure that you do your research when you're deciding on your product category and your niche in the very beginning. Because if you choose the wrong type of product and you choose the wrong niche, it's not going to work no matter how well you set up your shop or how great your photos look. If you're not choosing an actual product type that's in demand currently on Etsy and that's proven to be profitable on Etsy, then you're kind of setting yourself up for a really hard road. So the first step is to actually choose products that are in demand and to do your research to figure out what types of products those are. And then even within that, your product type and your niche, doing research to figure out what styles even are trending and current. You want to make sure you're offering things that styles and trendy things that people are actually buying that are not outdated, because every style and every trend and every product has a life cycle, right? So it'll peak at a certain time and then it'll kind of wane as new things come in. So you just want to make sure that you're ahead of that curve, of that trend curve, and that you are offering things that are current, that are actually selling right now on Etsy, not from 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that kind of thing. So once you have that down, then, I always talk about it's up to you in the beginning to really get the momentum going for your shop, to really get out there, get the word out about your shop. I know a lot of us are introverts and maybe are a little shy. So this is the time to kind of break through that and to let everybody that know about your shop, and to get the word out about it. And also you can do a lot of like fun, engaging promotional things to either launch product lines, to launch your new products, to get some momentum going, to incentivize people to actually follow through and make the purchase, whether it be offering them like good discounts. And when I say good discounts, I mean like, pretty steep discounts, to basically get them to go ahead and purchase, because we all like a 10% off here and there, but like when somebody offers a buy one get one free, or like a 50% off, that catches people's attention. So my philosophy is that it's worth it to offer that in the beginning, especially as you're just getting started. If you really don't have any sales yet, or it's just very like few and far between, to get people's attention, to get some things moving, to get a few sales. And then that's not the kind of thing that you offer all the time, because obviously you're going to be losing out a little bit financially with that steep of a discount, but it can work for the first few sales to get things kind of moving and going. Um, okay, let's see. How do you get people to buy stuff, and how do you know people are looking at your stuff? So on Etsy, on your dashboard, which actually this is something I talk a little bit about in the video that I filmed today that should be coming out in the next few days. Um, there's an analytics or like a stats tab, and you can look at all of your stats. So you can see how many listings are being viewed, how many views on each listing are coming in, and the traffic sources. So you can see, this specific listing was viewed this many times from traffic from Facebook, or direct traffic that typed your URL in, or traffic that came from the Etsy search. So you can see the sources of your traffic and where things are coming from. And that's a really good thing to be able to know, because if you're not making a lot of sales, but you are getting a lot of views, it may be something that you need to kind of evaluate. Like, okay, well, I'm not having trouble being found. It's maybe not an issue of being found in the search, but something in my listings is causing them to click off and not go through with the sale. So it's a great place to go, your stats tab, to keep up with your analytics, to be able to tell, am I even being found at all? If you have no traffic and no views, then maybe SEO is where you need to focus your efforts, like reorganizing your titles and your keywords and your tags. But if you are being found, you're just not getting sales, that's probably more of an issue of your listing elements, like your photography or your description, or maybe even your product itself. You have to make sure that you're offering a good product that's in demand. So that's a great place to start. If you're a little bit confused about that, is going to your stats tab and looking at your analytics there. Okay. What are some merch ideas to sell? So if you're selling, I'm thinking print on demand merch. If you're selling with like Printful or Printify, or one of the print on demand providers, I know Printful the best. I know Printful. Actually, I'm going to be showing this soon. They come out with a lookbook, and you can actually see what types of items are currently trending, and what their new items are and things like that. So one great way is to do just some research on the different types of items within your niche that are trending and currently popular with some of those providers. A lot of them offer those kind of tools, like they'll offer tutorial videos on their website, or they'll offer a lookbook or different things, articles every now and then to show you what's currently trending for that season, things like that. So there's a lot of different ways that you can come up with ideas. Another thing that's just really organic is to go on the Etsy search bar and just type in what type of product you're thinking, and see what results come up in those first 2 pages, because those are the listings that are constantly selling and really consistent. And take clues, from those listings, something has to be working for them to be selling. So I'm not saying go copy them, but I am saying take a look at those listings and get some inspiration um, from what's actually working. Okay. Um, in my country, only PayPal is available for buyers. Will it affect my sales? So, if that's the case, it may affect your sales. I'm not really sure. Some people may not use PayPal, but I think for the majority of people, PayPal is pretty accessible, and most people would be okay with using that. So, hopefully, it won't affect your sales too much. I do know Etsy has different policies for different countries. So you do have to just kind of abide by whatever their policy is for your country. But I don't think that that would affect it too much, hopefully. Okay. How do you have them buy your product from like if they favorited your items already? I've given them 10% off coupon. Does it give more percent coupon? Makes your shop look down. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking there. I would say if you're trying to give people a discount for if they've already favorited your item, um, there's a way you can do that on the sales and coupons tab. So you would create an offer just for people that have already favorited your item, or maybe they've already added it to their cart. And you can do a percentage off or a fixed amount off. It sounds like you've already done that and given them 10% off. You may want to think about giving them a steeper discount. I think 10% is a fine start, but if you really want to like incentivize and motivate people and give some urgency, you could do like a limited time bigger discount. I wouldn't recommend doing that for a long term period, but if you just gave like a maybe even a 30%. Like you have to decide what you can afford to do as far as giving discounts. But I think if you can give kind of more of a drastic discount for a limited like time, it creates a sense of urgency that people need to go ahead and buy now or they're going to miss out on this great deal. So yeah, I would consider giving maybe a steeper discount for a little short amount of time. Okay, let's see. Okay, Misty says, I get a lot from offsite ads, Google, which frustrates me a little since the extra cost. Yes, offsite ads are kind of their own thing. People have different opinions on that. It is frustrating, like when most of your if most of your sales are coming from offsite ads because it is a higher fee and you have to pay for that. But you also have to think about the fact that you wouldn't even be getting the sale at all if it wasn't for the offsite ads. So I do kind of wish we as sellers had the option to like opt out of that if we wanted to. It's unfortunate that we can't, but it's just kind of one of those things you have to accept with Etsy, which is one reason why people may eventually move to their own website, after they sell on Etsy for a while, um, because you're more in control of the different fees and the types of marketing, things like that. But it's good that you're getting a lot of sales in general, lots of traffic. Okay, so if anybody else has any other questions, I'm just making this kind of a short live stream today because I just hopped on here last minute. Let me know if you have any other questions. And if not, remember to go to that link that's on the screen there, checklist.kate-hayes.com. That'll give you access to that free Etsy success guide and the checklist of those practical steps that you can take to level up your shop. In the meantime, if you haven't joined my Facebook group community, you need to do that. There's a lot of fun going on over there. Lots of people interacting, asking questions. It's just a great place for sellers to connect with each other. So I will link that in the description in the chat below if you haven't joined that yet. And other than that, I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure to stay tuned in the next couple days for the part two video of the Etsy Shop for Beginners series. All right, friends, thanks for hopping on. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you soon. Bye.